On August 3, 2024, a Su-34 frontline bomber was destroyed at the Morozovsk airfield, which turned out to be completely unfit for recovery. This became known thanks to footage published in the Telegram channel under the name Russia Without Context. The plane suffered significant damage as a result of the attack, and its charred wreckage remained on one of the runways of the airfield. Earlier, this destruction was reported to the main Directorate of Intelligence of Ukraine, which also provided satellite images, which clearly show the location of the aircraft parking lot. Later, additional videos appeared showing the destruction of the Su-34 bomber, as well as the consequences of other hits, including the moment of the detonation of a warehouse with aviation ammunition stored at this airfield. As a reminder, on the night of August 3, Ukrainian troops attacked the Morozovsk airfield in the Rostov region. According to Governor Vasyl Golyabev, 55 Ukrainian drones allegedly flew into the airfield. As a result of a massive drone attack, a number of warehouse facilities were damaged in the Kamyansk and Morozovsk districts. Firefighters are now actively involved in extinguishing the fire, the governor of the Rostov region said at the time. This event caused a significant response because evidence of the destruction of Su-34s and damage to warehouses confirms the ability of the Ukrainian army to conduct effective operations against Russian military facilities. It should be noted that hostilities in this region continue actively, and both sides continue to take measures aimed at strengthening their positions. Attacks on enemy targets indicate a serious change in the tactics of warfare, which may be the result of gained experience and new technologies. It is known that modern troops are increasingly using unmanned aerial vehicles to perform reconnaissance and combat missions, which further increases the effectiveness of operations. Such an innovative strategy becomes an important component of success in modern military conflicts, in particular in the conditions of a tense military situation. Thus, the destruction of the Su-34 frontline bomber at the Morozovsk airfield is another page in the history of active hostilities taking place between Ukraine and Russia, and indicates how events on the battlefield are developing under new challenges and circumstances.
The domestically developed armored car called Jura, which was presented to Ukrainian society a month ago, is now ready for serial production. The light tactical vehicle, developed by the Praktika Research and Production Association, successfully passed codification and was recognized as suitable for operation in military conditions. Despite this, the start of production of the armored car will depend on the filling of the order portfolio, and at the moment the manufacturer has not yet received any orders. The public procurement site known as Prozoro has also not recorded any inquiries for the vehicle. However, Jura has already managed to earn favorable reviews among the military, which indicates the demand and potential of this model. For several versions of the armored car, the developers used the Toyota Land Cruiser 70 chassis, on which an armored capsule was installed. This capsule provides crew protection with characteristics that meet the Level 1 ballistic norm of the STANAG 4569 standard. It reliably resists 5x4 50mm rifle bullets. Mine protection, Jura, is designed for small explosive charges, the power of which does not exceed 3 kg of TNT. This provides protection from grenade explosions under the car, in particular from 1 or 2 grenades. In addition, the armored car is equipped with a diesel engine with a capacity of 220 horsepower, which is also characteristic of the Land Cruiser of the 70th series. It should be noted that the passport specifications on the manufacturer's website indicate that the Toyota Land Cruiser 79 chassis was used, although at the initial stages of the presentation the name 70 was common in all sources. With the appearance of Jura on the Ukrainian defense market, this armored vehicle not only adds new tactical opportunities for the Ukrainian army, but also contributes to the development of domestic production, which increasingly takes into account the needs of modern combat. The entire vehicle is characterized by ease of maintenance and reliability, which makes it a valuable addition to the Army fleet. Partners and military experts hope that Jura will become an important element in ensuring security and protection on the battlefield, because its technologies and characteristics meet the modern requirements of Army units. Attention to orders and demand for this model will play a key role in preparing for serial production and promoting Jura on the market.
During the first half of 2024, the countries of the European Union imported 7% more Russian gas compared to the same period last year. This was reported by the Associated Press news agency. Russian liquefied natural gas supplies to Europe increased by 7% in the first half of 2024 compared to the first half of 2023. According to the data, European companies imported almost 4.5 billion cubic meters of Russian liquefied natural gas to France in the first 6 months of 2024. This is significantly more than 2 billion cubic meters in the corresponding period last year. At the same time, the demand for gas in the country decreased by 9% at the same time. It is worth noting that the European Union's goal of phasing out Russian fossil fuels by 2027 is experiencing significant difficulties and is seriously behind schedule. The next largest importers, such as Spain and Belgium, showed mixed results, with Spain taking in 1% more gas, while Belgium recorded a 16% decrease in imports. The French energy company TotalEnergies, which is the largest importer of Russian liquefied natural gas in Europe in the period from January to June, noted that its supply is related to contracts concluded before the start of Russia's military operations in Ukraine. The French Ministry of Finance and Economy reported that Houthi attacks on ships passing through the Suez Canal forced a change in the structure of liquefied natural gas imports. Gas from the Middle East can no longer reach Europe as easily, while supply routes from the Russian Arctic remain unchanged. Overall, France imports less Russian liquefied natural gas than gas from other suppliers, including the United States, Angola, Cameroon, Egypt, and Nigeria. Despite such a temporary increase in the volume of Russian imports, representatives of the European Union assured that this does not call into question the achievements that have been achieved over the past 2 years in the sphere of diversification of energy supplies. We have successfully diversified our sources of supply. Most of the required gas comes from reliable partners such as Norway and the United States of America, said European Union spokesman Adalbert Jans. Thus, although Russian gas continues to play a certain role in the energy balance of EU countries, the high dependence on Russian supplies is gradually decreasing against the background of growing imports from countries that provide more stable and reliable conditions for energy supply. This situation underlines the importance of energy security for the countries of the European Union, which continue their efforts to achieve their goal of being less vulnerable to external threats, particularly in the context of global political changes. The latest data show that the countries of the European Union, despite the difficulties, remain on the path to diversifying their energy sources and adapting to the new realities of the global energy market.